Hello, welcome to the Daily Crossword Live. We are live on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I see people joining. Pat Tim Thomas on Instagram, B Zenti on Instagram. Michael just liked the live. Welcome, Michael. RC619, first person, sent a heart. Thank you. Who is ready for a crossword today? This is the show where we solve one of Arkadium's crossword puzzles together. So my name is Jack. I will guide us through the puzzle, but these are always more fun the more collaborative they are. So if you see a clue and think you know the answer, then pop it into chat, and I will try to collect everybody's input and really make this a group solve. We've gotten really good at these, just pretty much only doing hard crosswords now. But even if they're too hard for any individual to solve, I mean, they're not too hard for any individual to solve, but even if you're a beginner, I'm saying stick around, because when we solve as a group, you'll find that these are actually quite manageable. I am excited to dive into today's puzzle. Let's check the title, which I always like to do because it gives us a hint at what the theme might be. Okay, so the puzzle's called Cutoffs. Okay, cutoffs. So let's keep that in mind as we go through this. And one across has been on the screen for a little bit now. I don't see any guesses in chat, and I'm also a little puzzled by it because tidily arranged, my first thought is like neat, N-E-A-T, but obviously that doesn't fit. That's 4 letters into 5 squares. So maybe we should, unless anyone has a bright idea for tidily arranged, let's cruise around a bit and see what these downs have to say. One down, philosopher read by Newton. Okay, so Isaac Newton, what philosopher would Newton have been reading? That's 4 letters long. Lay, welcome to you. Lay has a guess, tidily arranged order. Interesting. Yeah, that might be. I like where your head's at. Warthog, welcome to you. It says plant, tidily arranged. Hey, Jilly. So tidily arranged is plant. I'm not sure I understand that. And even order, there's something about like it should be ordered, right? If it's tidily arranged, it's ordered, it's in order. Warthog is guessing Kant for the 4-letter philosopher. That's an interesting guess. I mean, there are not that many 4-letter philosophers, so I think it's very possibly correct. Although, wait, now I'm thinking about it, this doesn't make sense. I know a little bit about the history of philosophy, and I'm pretty sure that Newton predated Immanuel Kant. These first sections are always tough. Let's see what happens. Powerful sticks. Okay, this actually, Kant is maybe looking promising now, because I sort of have an instinct about what 20 across might be. Powerful sticks, sort of a vague clue. But if you solve a lot of crosswords, you might have seen this entry before. Let's look at this 14 across as well. Yeah, RC619. I like your idea of TNT, like dynamite, powerful sticks. Lucinda, welcome to you. Jilly guessed Hume. There are actually a lot of 4-letter philosophers, it turns out. Yeah, Hume. And I was even thinking Zeno. Do you remember like Zeno's paradoxes? I thought that might be the answer, partly because Newton, I think, resolved a lot of Zeno's paradoxes with calculus, but maybe that's too in the weeds for the stream. But I did just learn that there are a lot of 4-letter philosophers. All right, 2 down, MBA course. Welcome, Nikki 4-star. How are you doing? MBA course, and what's 3 down? Kitchen protector. Brandon Alexander, thanks for following us. Lucinda, Jilly, and Bucky. You guys have good ideas. Yeah. Econ looks really good for MBA course. I think MBA is in the short form to hint that econ is going to be an abbreviation. But you definitely take economics in an MBA. So I like that. And what do we have here? Kitchen protector. People saying mitt. Soraya, thanks for following us. Yeah, kitchen protector, like an oven mitt, protects your hand. Okay, Jilly, you're good. Yeah, I still was wondering what on earth is going to start with a K at this 1 across. Kempt. Wow, I never would have gotten that with no crosses. Yeah, so tidily arranged kempt. Usually you see like unkempt. I feel like you hear unkempt more than kempt, and unkempt means like sloppy, a mess. So tidy is the opposite of sloppy. Kempt is the opposite of unkempt. I like it. It really works. Yeah, and I need to revisit my timeline because I thought Kant was later than this, but it's definitely looking right now. Nice work, Warthog, on that one. Sour liquids. Okay. This is easier now that we have a few letters in place. And what's this? ASAP. ASAP. Ahil. Hello. Yeah. Ahil is saying acids, as is Soraya and Beloved. Yeah, acids looks really good for sour liquids. So what's this gonna be? ASAP. Huh. I don't know if I know this initialism here. PDQ, Brandon is suggesting. What does PDQ stand for? That one's totally new to me. God, Where's My Ark knows it. Yeah, people in general seem to know it. May Kayla. Yeah, anyone know what PDQ stands for? Because this is a totally new one to me. What's this TS? That's also a little strange. Quake byproduct. Okay. Yeah. Oh, pretty damn quick. Okay. And 13 says Peanut Dairy Queen. Yeah. Can you imagine? Pretty damn quick. Okay, thank you. It's very enlightening. Yeah, TS, not that many words begin with TS, so that's almost a gimme. Puzzle Tank, got it. I like your username, Puzzle Tank. What kind of puzzles do you do? Tsunami, yeah, like an earthquake might cause a tsunami to begin in the middle of the ocean. That's the idea here. Boris is saying PDQ is please do quickly. And now we're getting some dissenting opinions here. All right, our first grid spanning entry, 17 across, is cut off. Oh, and this actually reminds me, the puzzle title is cutoffs. So this is definitely a theme answer. May Kayla says, you're one of the first people to say my name correctly first try. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Although I hope I said it correctly the second try too just now. Okay. So yeah, 17 across is cut off. And we have this QU, which at least looks, correct. Not quite. Yeah, RC619 is suggesting not quite something. Yeah, that kind of that seems plausible. Yeah, Vein Migraine agrees. I think it's not quite. Puzzle Tank, you're into Sudoku? Like variant Sudoku or classic Sudoku or both? I've been getting pretty into variant Sudokus recently. Angel Pakinins on YouTube, welcome to you. Brandon Alexander is suggesting not quite finished. Unknown Stuntman also agrees. Could that doesn't quite fit. So maybe we'll need to venture into that territory before we know what exactly is going to go there. Carlos on YouTube, welcome to you as well. N13 has an interesting. Sorry about that. Has an interesting idea as well of not quite done yet. That does fit. I'm just we're sort of in the dark here without all these. So let's get some crosses first, and work our way over there. Fill as we go. Hawkeye. Who knows who the Hawkeyes are? Hawkeye crossing denials. Okay. Denials, at least starting with an N, makes sense. Most denials do. Yeah, we got God, Where's My Ark and RC619 saying Iowan. Angel on YouTube, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. So glad you're joining us on your special day. And yeah, Tristan and Chase both guessing nope. My problem with nope is that the clue is plural, and when the clue is plural, the answer tends to be plural as well. So I think this is going to be more like nose or something, like plural nose. Sometimes they spell it like that. Or knots. Yeah, Nikki Forstar Lucinda saying knots. It could be that as well. One of those is my hunch for this, just because it's plural. But let's see what 6 down says. A lot. Okay. Doesn't make it much easier, does it? And then 7 down is travails. RC619 guesses Lotta. Yeah. I get the instinct, and it works with knots, but my problem with Lotta is that it's sort of in the clue. They don't tend to have the answer and the clue share that much content. A lot and Lotta just seems unlikely to me. Huh. We sort of screeched to a halt here, haven't we? Has a balance. K.J.S. Thank you for that heart. has a balance. What does this mean? What are they getting at here? Yeah, Brandon Alexander's writing debt. Yeah. I think that's the right idea. XY Burr and Nikki's 4-star and Lucinda all writing O's. Yeah, so if you owe, you have an outstanding balance on your account, say. That looks good to me. Los Pantalones is asking what's 23 across. Where's 23 across? Yeah, okay, let's check that. Advent. Citizen Scott, Adam E. I'm seeing a lot of new names in chat today, which I find very heartening. And if you are new here, consider following us because we do this every day. It's always a lot of fun. And if you follow us wherever you're watching, then you're more likely to get notified next time we're on. Los Pantalones has a good idea. Oh, I guess other people are saying it too. Adam E. and Warthog. Dawn. The Advent is the dawn, the beginning. The beginning. Nice. Okay, so what's this now? Does this make any more sense? It does, I think. It does make sense. Yeah, Nikki got it fast. Often. A lot, often, frequently. Those are all synonyms. I like that. And it's looking like 21 across is going to be nose. It's weird because sometimes you can spell this just without the E. I feel like this could be a plural for nose, but I think both are valid. So I'm happy enough with that. And I think I saw someone ages ago write an answer for this, and I was just not understanding at the time. But yeah, Chase has it this time. Woes. Yeah, travails are your woes. Nice. Yeah, Julie, Larry, Locke likes that. I like it too. What do we have? Townspeople. Okay. Crossing a tiny trickster. What do we think? And what's 9 down? We might as well look. Footwear with buckles. Man, it's so much easier to get these short answers off of a letter or two than these long ones. Yeah, Brandon Alexander. Lots of people getting folk for townspeople. Oops, not like that. Folk. Footwear with buckles. People guessing sandals. That actually makes a lot of sense, but not with RK anymore, right? So one of those has to be wrong. Like sandals, I mean, it fits, and it is. Sandals often have buckles, but I also like folk. So how do we resolve that? Yeah, and Brandon is writing elf for the tiny trickster, which definitely seems right. Elves, at least in some brands of fiction, are little tricksters. So what's this SK gonna be? So Sketcher in chat. Nice ideas. Ski boot or ski shoe. Footwear, wow, ski boot. That definitely has a buckle. Beloved says, how can it be Skechers when they're slip-ons? That's kind of a good point. Skechers are often slip-ons. Yeah, when you picture Skechers, I don't at least picture a bunch of buckles, but ski boots I do. So it could be ski shoe as well, maybe. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so now we have an FI in place. Yeah, Warthog is writing not quite finished, which someone suggested earlier, but it doesn't fit. So it's not quite something else. Yeah, everyone likes not quite finished. So what is that going to mean? 19 across says leave immediately. Leave immediately. And what's this B? Nursery rhyme girl, huh? Who's a girl from a nursery rhyme? Oh, Lucinda has a clever idea. I see, man. Now I feel dense. Not quite finished is not quite finished in the grid. It's intentionally cut off. That's the joke. That's the theme. The title of the puzzle is cut-offs. I see. And a cut off, not quite finish, and it gets cut off. That's very funny. Now I like it. At first I was like, it doesn't fit. Why is everyone still suggesting it? But no, this would make perfect sense. That's great. I really hope that's right. Yeah, Sydney White caught onto that too. Nice work. Okay, Bo Peep. Yeah, that makes sense for the nursery rhyme girl. Little Bo Peep. And let's check. If these crosses check out, then we definitely got the theme. Electronic signal. 12 down is off the court autobiographer. Okay. And 11 down is the national flower. I'm assuming the nation in question is the US. Yeah, getting a lot of good guesses in chat. Electronic signal sounds like a beep. Yeah, beep. Electronic devices make beeps. Arthur Ashe off the court. Ashe was a famous tennis player. So I don't know of this biography, but it is very believable that that would be the title of his autobiography. And the national flower, Cheryl likes rose. Yeah. I think that went down quite smoothly, and all the crosses are checking out. So I think not quite finish was indeed the right direction for this theme. 10 across, we have Claude Crawler. Try to say that 10 times fast. And at 16 across, not Rose, Get Bested. Get Bested. And what's this? Cuts down at 10 down. Okay, people writing, Kobe is writing crab for, and AceBits on YouTube writes crab for Claude Crawler. That looks good to me. Yeah, and I guess if you get bested, you lose. Someone bests you, you lose, they win. That works. And then finally, cuts down is clips. And just like that, we are sort of done with the top third quarter of this crossword. And I think we cracked the theme, which is pretty funny. The theme is all cutoffs. Let's see, actually, what's the clue on this 38 across? Is cut off. Okay, so they're all going to reference some kind of cutoff, and they are literally going to be cut off. It seems the last letter was just lopped off this entry. Not quite finish. It's pretty funny. Heavy blows is 24 across. And what do we have here? 19 down, leave immediately. What do we think? Who was here for yesterday's stream? Yesterday we had a wild theme. Yesterday we had all sorts of entries were in Pig Latin, and they made other words when you made them into Pig Latin. It was quite crazy. Leave immediately. And heavy blows. Heavy blows, people writing lobs. And leave immediately, no buy. It's kind of a strange entry. No, buy. Leave immediately. We don't want your services or whatever. Oh yeah, XY Burr is reminding me of the controversy in chat yesterday between an entry being Gino or Gina. It could have been either of two names. And chat was quite divided on that one. Place for postings at 28 across. I almost want to see if we can get 32 across with just a couple of letters in. About to be cut off. No, this is looking too hard. At least for me, I'm gonna need more for that. Let's get back to solid ground here. Place for postings. Oh, interesting. XY Burr has a good idea. eBay. I guess you post on eBay. But Ski Boot is looking good, especially with Bo Peep in place. So I don't know. What's 24 down? Absolutely informally. What is that? What do we think? Kind of a tough section. Greet with disdain. Drink Fake Coke says you've misspelled boat. Yeah, but a boat isn't a footwear. I see. It's a joke. I gotta catch up. Yeah. A ski boat. Ski boat would make eBay work, but unfortunately is not a footwear with buckles. Yeah, Citizen Scott is saying lobs might be wrong. Yeah, maybe lobs is the problem. Something is weird here, right? Something feels off. Absolutely informally. Safi has an interesting guess for this one of legit. Legit. Absolutely legit. Could be. Oh, but this is looking all sorts of wrong. We definitely have an error somewhere. What's 25 across? Yeah, maybe we should kind of forget about this section. I'm going to take some stuff out here just so we don't get messed up later. I might even take... Okay, let's leave lobs and no buy for now, but stick a pin in them and resume our left to right solve. Maybe it'll be easier over here. ER concern. Ooh, you guys are fast on this one. Lily Brooklyn got trauma. Nice one. Yeah, like the trauma center is the ER. That definitely works. Author Dominic. Someone in chat probably knows this. Author Dominic. And what is 27 down? Cartoon category. Okay, 5 letters starting with an A, a cartoon category. People writing, getting several different answers for author Dominic. Some people are writing Dumas, and some people are writing Dunn. Which one is it? More agreement, though, about the cartoon category being anime. Amy Gal is back. We got Denise in chat. Now we're all here. Anime, yeah, cartoon category. This looks right to me. It's definitely a big category of cartoons. Let's check R down. Unconfirmed account. What is this going to be? And 25, keep doing that. 25, no time at all. What do we think? Dominic Dunn. Drink fake Coke feels confident about Dominic Dunn. So I'm going to put that one in. A lot of people seem to like Dunn over Dumas. So let's go with that for now. And yeah, an unconfirmed account is a rumor. An account like a story. You hear an account of something, but if it's unconfirmed, it's just a rumor. Great. A-Spits on YouTube got that one. Nice work, A-Spits. Okay, poker phrase. This is now looking pretty easy with 3 of the 4 letters in place. And what was this one? No time at all. Yeah, Eli says, I'm in. Deal me a hand. Or maybe like putting chips in the pot. I'm in. Nice. Will got that one. 2 Wills right in a row got that one. No time at all. Still a little strange. Oh yeah, and then, okay, now we have a bunch of letters in place for our second theme entry. And if you're new, the theme today is all sorts of cutoffs. So the first 17 across, the clue was cut off, and it's not quite finished, and it's literally cut off in the grid. So I'm expecting at least a letter missing from the end of whatever phrase this turns out to be. Yeah, Drinks Fake Coke says, it looks like running, about to be cut off, running something. Aiden, thank you for following us. Yeah, running to tell you. Yeah. There's something, this feels plausible. And what's 43 across? I might as well look at that. Bard's preposition. Oh, running late for? Yeah, running out of time. Yeah, okay. So we do have a lot of, A-Spits likes running out of time. We do have a lot of good guesses for that. Bard's preposition crossing no time at all. I think I saw some people guessing for this 25 down, and apologies if I missed it. Yeah, ere is like a poetic preposition meaning before. Very common crossword entry. Bard as in Shakespeare, Umbro reminds us. Thank you. Okay, so no time at all is looking like a trice. Not a very common word in my world. But come looks like a reasonable start here. Is cut off, comes up short or something like that. But we're not working on 38 across. Let's work on 32 across. Running we like. Let's check the G. Carmen's title character. Ooh. This is probably the opera Carmen. Puzzle Tank thinks we have something wrong. That 35 poker phrase is am in, and no time at all is trace, like a trace amount of time. Yeah. It seems possible. It's just I'm in feels so much more natural to me than am in. Like, is am in really a poker phrase? Even though trace, I agree, is a more natural word than trice. Almost like the Gina Gino debate from yesterday. Let's keep the I for now, and if we don't get confetti at the end, then this is the first place I'm going to look. Oh, like I'll be there in a min. Interesting. Okay, like I said, I'll keep the I for now, and keep that in mind if we don't get success at the end. Does anyone know Carmen? Yeah, M Fatale is saying trice means in a moment very quickly. Yeah, I think it's just a slightly less common word than trace. Isabella, thanks for following us. Drink Fake Coke says gypsy for Carmen's title character. Is that right? Oh, maybe it's not the opera. Is it a different Carmen? Day in a synagogue. This central section is kind of tough because I'm still not really that happy with lobs and no buy, and we're all. I feel like this central section is a bit of a struggle compared to the rest. Greet with disdain. We have day in a synagogue. Anyone know this? People in chat seem to like gypsy for Carmen's title character. So I'm gonna. Denise writes Yom, like Yom Kippur. That feels good. That feels right. So what can we? Anonymous Jack 17 followed. Thanks for following. We get a surprising amount of Jacks in our chat, and my name is Jack. Captain Jack is a regular. Doesn't seem to be here today. Running out of time. Yeah, okay. People like running out. Okay, if running out of time is our guess here, then what's happening? If running out of time is our guess here, then no buy is probably wrong. No buy was a weird entry to begin with, right? Leave immediately. No buy. It's possible. Let's take out lobs as well and see if we can make some more sense of this central knot we found ourselves in. About to be cut off, running out of time. Yeah, I mean, it fits. It fits the clue too. About to be cut off. Yeah, you're running out of time. You're going to be cut off. And yeah, it fits exactly like this one with just a single letter lopped off the end. Yeah, Lucinda's reminding Denise. Yeah, so if anyone is joining late, the whole theme today is cutoffs. So all the entries have to do with some kind of cutoff, and they are literally cut off at the end of the grid. So it's almost weird to rewire your brain. You're so used to fitting. Does that fit in the crossword? Does that fit in the crossword? And this time you actually want it to be a little longer than usual. E says that's a cute theme. I agree. It is a cute theme. I like it too. Greet with disdain. My bet was on sneer for this one, but that no longer works with our double O. And what was this one? Absolutely informally. We've spent so much time in this central section. I'm still okay. Now we have an O here. If we're happy with running out of time, leave immediately. Denise has an interesting guess for this. Now go. Yeah, that works. Now really gets at the immediately, and go really gets at the leave. Leave immediately. Now go. Anita asks, where is this from? This is Arkadium's crossword. So if you go to arkadium.com or check out the links in the bio, they put out like a dozen different crosswords every day. They're all fantastic and different levels of difficulty, different types of themes. But then they have other games as well. So lots of different games at Arkadium, and I highly encourage that you check them out. So what is going on? Heavy blows. Okay, yeah, user 89 is writing blog. Place for postings is a blog. Okay, now I feel good about that. We had eBay floating around for a little bit, which sort of made sense as well, but blog is looking good with now go. And can we make sense of this? Absolutely, informally. Heavy blows are POWs. Wow, that's strange. Not what I expected for that one. Sarah Savage likes it, though. Absolutely, informally. What is this? Yeah, is it plum with a B? Again, this is giving like trice vibes. It's like, yes, I'm vaguely aware of this word, but it's not one I would ever use in my daily life. Absolutely informally. Plum. Yeah, I guess like if you're plum tuckered, that's like you're absolutely tired out. All right. If 28 down works, yeah, plum wrong. Yeah. I sort of forgive us for having so much trouble in this section. A lot of strange entries. Now go, pause, and plum. Greet with disdain. People writing booed, but you know what I'm going to say. I'm always disturbed by the disagreement between the tense of the clue and the tense of the answer. Greet feels very present tense to me, and booed is quite past tense. So, something bothering me about that one. Yeah, Drink Fake Coke agrees. Yeah. I want to say booed. Yeah. I think let's steer away from booed for now. Denise, nice one. Denise has been getting us out of a lot of hairy situations today. I think you're right. Boo at. That keeps it present tense. You boo at someone, you greet them with disdain. I like it. I'm happy with boo at. And finally, I think we can lay this central quagmire to rest. This was not an easy section. Let's move on, hopefully to greener pastures here. 29 across, resistance unit. Drink Fake Coke says, aha, lovely work, Denise. I love that. I love when people compliment each other in chat. Izzy says, what website is this? You can find this crossword and many others like it at Arkadium.com. Arkadium with a K, or you can check the links in the bio. Resistance unit, yeah, everyone knows an ohm, especially if you solve a lot of crosswords, then you know ohm. Yesterday in chat, Ace Bits on YouTube knew ohm. Yesterday we learned something strange, that apparently the reciprocal of an ohm is called a mo, M-H-O, like you literally just reverse it. What is M-M though? Because something feels weird here, doesn't it? Something feels, yeah, this can't be right. Something's wrong. Wow. Just after all our course correction, all our hard work, and we definitely have an error somewhere. Avid about? Yeah, moors. Eli, Umbra, Austin, Amy, all saying moors, which I like too. You tie it to a dock, that's quite literally mooring a boat. That's got to be right. So it is not running out of time, but it is running out of something? Running out of something? Wow, Sydney and Tom are both moving on to 38 across. Jumping the gun a little bit here. Running out of room. Wow, about to be cut off. Running out of room. Wow, okay. The crosses look more promising. Straight starter, 29 down. Starter might, yeah. Sometimes starter is often an indicator that's a prefix of some sort. And then 30 down, avid about. Avid about. And what's 37 across? Comics canine. Oh boy. The canine I know from the comics is Odie from the Garfield cartoons, which is a very common crossword entry. But if Morris is right, then Odie doesn't work. Warthog, Marco, Amy writing ortho. I like that, yeah. Ortho, I do believe, means straight as far as prefix go. And then, yeah, Toto doesn't work either, though, if ortho is correct. Who's the comics canine? Have we looked at this one? 34 down, cabaret director. Oh boy, this puzzle's not easy. User 89 says Otto. Yeah, Otto works, but is there a comics canine named Otto? That'd be very useful. Leanne says Astro. Unfortunately, only the long answers are cut off. So we can't just cut off any old answer that we want. Otto from Beetle Bailey, is that really a thing? Otto. Beetle Bailey. I remember the Beetle Bailey comic. I used to read it. I don't remember the pooch. Okay, avid about. We have hot in place. So maybe it's like hot on or something. Kind of a strange answer. Ooh, and people know their cabaret director, Bob Fosse. Okay, and meanwhile, people were predicting earlier what this other long one was going to be. Is cut off. We have our third cutoff phrase. And yeah, now that I take a proper look at this, I do feel like people have predicted this. Anyone want to write it in chat? I can't scroll back and see it all. Yeah, drink fake Coke. Nice. Comes up a bit short. Comes up a bit short, and then you get cut off. Very fun. And that does work, by the way, with hot on. A lot of strange, like, prepositional phrases in this puzzle. Boo at, hot on. Like, I'm really hot on this. I'm avid about it. Fair enough. Okay. I think we're in good standing now, though. I'm going to scroll a bit. We're going to lose the top row and a half of our puzzle, but I don't think we need that anymore. 45 across, workers whom Brits call brickies. I know we usually get a lot of Brits in chat, so it's your time to shine. Fizzlewig Trapspringer is one of the best usernames I've ever seen. Writes Masons. A lot of people like Masons. How many people who just wrote Masons are actually British? I've never heard them called brickies, but it's a very apt nickname. I like it. And let's check 44 across. Tech school, and school is abbreviated. So this is probably an abbreviation of some sort. And that is crossing command to attack. Command to attack. What do we think? David Bursack writes INST, like an institute. MIT, for example, is a technical school, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And since school is abbreviated, institute is abbreviated as well. That checks out for me. And command to attack is sick'em, like what you might say to a guard dog, to sick'em. Okay. Fizzlewig Trapspringer says it was the name of a Kender character. Good catch. Okay, I don't know Kender, but I love the name. Feeling sore. Yeah, feeling sore looks like achy. Where were all these kind of gimme clues earlier when we were struggling so much? Less than delighted. Okay. And 46 down is prettify. Prettify. What do we think? Shay, Tony Octopus, Sarah Savage. Yeah, everyone agreeing that unhappy makes sense. If you're less than delighted, you're unhappy. I trust that. And Shay and User89 are writing adorn. The Miniest Mini on YouTube also got unhappy. Adorn, yeah, if you prettify something, you adorn it with, I don't know, garlands or what have you. 48 across, I'm clueless. This definitely reflects how I have felt at certain times solving this puzzle. Especially right around here. Leave immediately, crossing heavy blows. I definitely felt clueless, and I was definitely saying, no idea. No idea. Okay. We have Sorbet Cousins at 50 down. We have what you won't get from a 52 across. Okay, we should probably check. Oh, we don't have 52 across yet. We'll read the clue. Electronic card reader. And that's going to say something about what you won't get from an electronic card reader. Yeah, Sorbet Cousins is probably ices. I'm picturing like an Italian ice. Should we try to get 55 with just comp in place? Our last cutoff, self-described cutoff. What do we think? What do we think? Citizen Scott, I like your idea. Incomplete something. Self-described cutoff. Incomplete. That does feel right, right? Yeah, Tom agrees. Oh, Sydney's saying incompetent something. I'm completely okay. We do have a lot of options. Although I did see people writing answers I liked earlier. From 49 down, what you won't get from a 52 across. 52 across was an electronic card reader. People were saying ATM, which does make sense. Put your ATM, it's an electronic thing. It reads your debit card, and then you won't get ones from an ATM. People were coming in with a 1-2 punch there. And I just wanted to put it in because that N does sort of confirm incomplete. Oh, we have another bard word. Bard's adverb. And what's this one? Affinity group. Yeah, XYBur says my ATM gives me ones. I feel like I've gotten ones from an ATM too. So it is a little, if it's correct, it is a little not so representative of all ATMs. I agree. Yeah, association definitely looks right. Is affinity referring to something specific here, or is it just like, not exactly sure what's going on with this clue. Oh, I didn't see this. 48 down, West Indies visitor. And that is crossing our, Bard's adverb is ne'er. Picture a little apostrophe right between these two E's, and that's a poetic way of saying never. And then the Nina, West Indies visitor. The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria are the ships that Columbus's crew took. Okay, so everything checks out, and incomplete is looking better and better. Citizen Scott has a nice idea. Yeah, incomplete answer. Answer. And there's one letter cut off. That's perfect. And it's a nice closing entry for this theme because all of these are incomplete answers. I really like it. Very nice. I hope that's right. Oral fabrication at 56 down, just 3 letters. And what's 59 across? What some snack chips are made of. Yeah, everyone's got lie. Tammy's got lie. Denise is putting the Pinocchio emoji in chat. What are snack chips made of? Somehow I'm not seeing this. I eat potato chips, but that certainly doesn't fit. We're not cutting off answers anymore. Academic period. 62 across. Pita. Yeah. Squiggly Muff says pita. I also eat pita chips. Lucas was writing pork. I suppose you can have pork rinds. Yeah, an academic period is looking like a year. Freshman year, sophomore year. That works well. Okay. It is getting smooth now. I think we found our gear. Greek cuisine staple at 51 down. Yeah, there is Kristen got that one. Feta. Greek cuisine staple, feta cheese, very common in Greek food. Mandolinkin. I always appreciate a rhyming clue. And what's this? They may get into a jam. Yeah, sitar. Nice. There's no fooling you guys. Not at this stage. Everyone is laser focused. I feel it. I read a clue and then just TikTok chat just floods with the answer. They may get into a jam. That's clever. Figs. I was thinking like a traffic jam or get into a bind, but no, it's literally a jam. like jelly, and you can make some fig jam. That's a good clue. Anything seen at 41 down, crossing a pundit. Sierra Nevada got image. Yeah, anything seen, I guess, is an image. And what do we have here? 42 down, classified listing. Classified listing crossing a pundit. Yeah, Tony Octopus, Amy Gal, Lay, and Drink Fake Coke writing Sage for the pundit. I think that works. But mostly I like that it works with tag sale. Classified listing as a tag sale. That seems right. Okay, let's hope that this whole incomplete answer thing checks out. Alternative to Eddie at 57 down. And 52 is a city near Turin. Pixie, welcome back to you. Yeah, Pixie writes Ned. Yeah, both nicknames for Edward, I guess. That looks right. Anyone know the city near Turin? Yeah, people do, as a matter of fact. User 89 and Unknown Stuntman and some dude all writing Asti. I'm sure I'm butchering the pronunciation. But it is an Italian city. Okay, only 4 squares left in this puzzle full of cutoffs. Admitted, crossing Poke Fun At. We actually have, I mean, this is yet another one of those prepositional phrases, and we have a lot of disagreement. There's let up, let in, and let on. People are basically writing every 2-letter preposition they can think of. So I'm going to let the crosses sort this one out. Okay, but the Miniest Mini on YouTube, I've been neglecting you, and the Miniest Mini writes let in, and that was my favorite of the options as well. Because if you admit someone into your club or something, you let them in. I think that's the idea here. Someone whose username is just an angry face emoji writes twit for Poke Fun At, and there's something makes a lot of sense about an angry face emoji calling me a twit. Okay, only 1 square left, assuming everything went smoothly here, with magazine category crossing text corrections. The last letter is not a tough one today. I hope it's right. Lucinda writes S with a bunch of exclamations. Yeah, if you correct text, text corrections are edits, and a magazine category might be men's. So I think this is going to be an S. We had a couple maybes in the grid, so if we don't get confetti, then we know where to look. But I'm going to put the S in. Leia's giving me the drum roll. Pixie's giving me the drum roll. Let's see if we did it. Nice work. Yes, we got it. Perfect. That was kind of a rocky ride at times. I really enjoyed this theme. All cutoffs. Cut off, not quite finish. About to be cut off, running out of route. Comes up a bit short. And incomplete answer, which is a nice capstone entry for these. I had a lot of fun today. Nice work, everybody. You guys really, you helped me through, especially this middle section was just completely perplexing to me. Please do join us. We do this every day, so come back tomorrow. Amay, our other host, will be with you tomorrow with a new puzzle. Same time, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. I will be back on Tuesday. And in the meantime, consider following us wherever you're watching, because great theme, but made me twitch, Pixie says. Made you twitch because there's something a little off about cutting off these answers. I was saying do consider following us because it really helps us keep this going. And check out Arkadium in the meantime because they have lots of awesome crosswords like this one and other games as well. I almost think it would be funny if I just cut myself off mid-sentence. Normally I say goodbye, but given today's theme, I almost just want to click the button mid-sentence. But I'm not going to do that. Thank you, everybody. I had a lot of fun. And